Hello, this is Karen Whiting, and welcome to my home. I'm going to be showing you how to make either an angel necklace for, say, the angel who rolled away the stone at the resurrection and spoke to Mary and the women, or a bunny necklace. And these are, as I say, they're just a little necklace that a child can wear. All right, so I'm going to take this back off. We can talk about it. This is more of a child size. I first cut a cord, and that can be, there's parachute cording you can buy. You can buy macrame cord. You can buy a thick type of yarn, whatever you want to use. And I usually hold my hands out fairly wide. You can actually hold them the whole way, but certainly beyond from one edge stretched out to the other to make the length. This is more the length that a child would be. For me, it's probably going to go that whole way. And that's going to go around the necklace. So this is the necklace cord, and you're going to take just a piece of a pipe cleaner, a wooden bead, just under 1 inch size. I like to get the 3/4 inch size with a good size hole, and you're going to push that. You're going to actually fold the cord in half, fold the pipe cleaner in half, put that pipe cleaner around the center of the cord, then take the ends of the pipe cleaner piece, put it through the hole, and you pull it through, and it's a very easy way to thread your necklace. And it's folded. At this point, I usually bring it down, and I've already tied a knot at the end, both ends of this necklace that won't fray, and also to make feet. But I'm going to bring it to about where I want it to be, knowing that it would still fit on the neck, and tie just a simple overhand knot just above where the bead is going to be. All right, now, the easiest one to do is to just do one with a pipe cleaner going around the body. And all pipe cleaners are not the same. There is the regular chenille stem or pipe cleaner that you get, has a little bit of fuzz in one color all the way up, or they have thicker ones that have more millimeters, so that's much thicker. I prefer to use that for going around the body. There's also a type that is thick as this part, and is thin, actually a little thinner than the normal ones. And so that's an interesting one, and that'll work too. But the nicest one, I think, is this thick pipe cleaner that I got at Hobby Lobby. Now I'm going to be working from the bottom of the body up to the top so that the ends of the pipe cleaner, the chenille stem, will become the hands. So I'm going to lay this underneath. I'm going to push this all away, and you can come a little closer with the camera. I'm going to be laying the chenille stem underneath the necklace cord, and I'm going to alternate pushing that cord across the body, pushing this one across the body, and bringing them both around the back, and just keep twisting all the way up. I'll try to do this where you can kind of see how I'm doing that. Cross this over, cross this one over, bring it around the back, and around the back again, and I can probably go around one more time. Bring it around and around, and we've got these little arms that are left. And now I can slide this up to where the head is. All right, so I've met that. Now I have the body of my bunny or my angel, and it's all set. And that's done with a chenille stem, a nice fluffy fat one. If you don't have a fluffy fat one, you can always try using just the one, or twist two together to make it a little bit fluffier. Now, if we want to do the body with these knots, that's a little more difficult. So we start with our head already on the necklace, and it's usually for older children, maybe adults who want to do this type. And you've got your knot, your head there, and you're going to start again, and let's just move this one out. Well, okay, we'll put it here. We're going to start with a piece of cording that's about a yard long. This one might be a little bit shorter, and you're going to put a knot at one end. That knot is always going to be your top cord, and you're going to take your body of which is the necklace part. You're going to take the legs, actually, of the necklace part, put that on top of the cord to start with. This top cord, the one with the knot, is going to go across the legs. Then you're going to take the other cord, and you're going to put it across right on top of the cross piece. That's the top one. You're going to put it underneath the body, and now we have formed a loop. So you're going to push that up through the loop, and basically what's happened is these ends of the cords are through the two loops that are formed as we go across that, and we just pull it. Now I want this down a little ways. I want it a few inches down from the head. Now I look, and this is the side that has the knot, so that's going to go on the front. The other piece is going to go over that, under the whole necklace, and through the loop, and we're going to pull that again. And again, I will show you how this goes. We're going to take this top knot, that's going to be the top piece, the one with the knot at the end, go over that piece, under the whole necklace, and through the loop that was formed. So again, we have the two ends going through the loop, and we're going to just be pulling that tight. And you're going to keep on doing this, and it gets faster as you go along. And so you can really start doing it faster, but I'm doing the same thing. Always bringing the two cords through the two loops that are formed, always keeping the one with the knot on the top. And you're going to go ahead and do this until you get it to the length that you want it to be, leaving a little bit of the cording for the arms. I'll probably do one more piece here. All right. Now, if I find this arms are not going to be the same length when I make the knot at the end of this, I can always make a new knot and cut it to the right length, and that can be done afterwards. And again, if at this point the knots are a little bit below the head, you can just slide that on up, and that'll work out just fine. And I would make a new knot here for short little arms on this one. Okay, when I do that, I get them to be about the same length, and then I cut off the excess. No problem with that. We have our hands and our legs and feet, and if you think those legs are too long, you can make new knots and cut them, what's below the knot, off again. At this point, you're going to be ready to form either the angel or the bunny. And so if you want to do the bunny, you're going to take a piece of chenille stem, and again, a fluffy one is really nice, and I usually only use half of the chenille stem. I'm going to form kind of a figure 8 here, or a bow, whatever you want to call it at that point, by twisting this around a bit. I know that's a little hard to see. I'm going to make sure I have some little ends here. I have some ends below, but I have my two circles. Well, I said we wanted half, but I think that's a little short, so maybe I'll start with my long one. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make my figure 8 or bow. So if you had a figure 8 or a bow like this with the ends here, twist that again a little bit. I'm going to make my bunny ears, because now from that bow shape or the figure 8, I'm going to twist it into the right shape for the bunny ears. This is longer than I want the tails to be, so I'm going to cut them off. And I would take a pink marker, and I'm going to color right on top of that chenille stem to get the center of the ears pink, because if it's all white, it doesn't stand out and doesn't pop as much. You put a little bit of pink on, and it really starts making the rabbit pop. Now this may be a little big for the ears, and if you think that's too big for your bunny ears, you can make it smaller. You can just retwist it to shorter ends. But you're going to take the ends, and I made it a little bit bigger for you to really see what I'm doing. And you're going to push that in, and now again, that's still too long. So I'm going to cut that down a little bit more until I know that these ends are just going to go nicely inside of the top of the head. And I put that in, and I have the basic bunny now. And all I have to do is to add the face. And if you look at very close up on this face, you'll see I have the eyes, the whiskers, and the little nose and mouth. Now, I have little pink cheeks, and I want to tell you how I do the pink cheeks. I take some rouge and a Q-tip. Just rub that into the Q-tip, and if I just use that like a little paintbrush, I get little pink cheeks with a little bit of rouge, and that will just stay on just fine. And I can do those either after I put the face on or before I put the face on. Now, if I wanted to make this an angel, and not, or I maybe want to use this one for the angel, all I want want to do now is take a little piece of ribbon or netting, whatever you have. I'm going to take a little piece here. So that's probably really from my elbow to the middle of my hand. Okay, but whatever length you want to overlap the ends and press that together flat for like a bow shape. And that's where you check and see, is this the size ribbon I want? Do I want it to be a little bit shorter? In which case I can overlap it more or cut some off of that. So once I know where I want it to be, I take a piece of chenille stem, wrap it around this whole thing here. I can fluff these out to be the wings there. And I'm just going to twist that on to the body. So that I then have little angel wings on here. And then I can add a halo. And just take a gold chenille stem, or you could take the white one and paint it gold if you have a gold marker. And I'm going to have, I'm going to make sure I have enough to go around the bottom here. And I'm going to wrap it around where the knot is, just around this knot a little bit. I might want to go around twice, whatever I want. And then I would cut it and have enough of an end here. Put that end inside the wooden head. And I start, both ends are going to end up going in the wooden head. Let me see where this other end is at right now. I twisted it up on myself here. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to twist that around and stick it into the bottom of the head. Try to get both ends in. And then I have my little halo all set on my little angel. So that should just have this little halo. And again, at that point you can put your face on the angel, add little pink cheeks if you want. I took just a little bit of nylon netting and used a chenille stem. So I just took a piece of this around it to give it kind of a little skirt. And you have your angel, or you have your bunny, whichever the children want to make. And they're not that hard, just practice the knots so you know what you're doing with the children. And thank you for joining me. My website's KarenWhiting.com, and have a great day.